All right. A pretty dreadful week for Sun fans, but some good news here right before the podcast started. Joe, how was your week? And what is the news for us? What do you got?
Hey everybody. Week obviously schedule wise wasn't too great, as we'll talk about in our weekly review. But some good news. I think we'll call it good news. I mean, we're kind of at the point where any news is kind of good news without hearing about actually selling the team to a different state.
Seriously.
But article came out today. Front Office Sports. State of Connecticut submits bid for minority ownership in the Sun. Kind of a quick summary of the article. Just the state of Connecticut is trying to become minority owners of the Connecticut Sun, trying to buy out a large portion, or less than half, but a portion of the Mohegans' stake in the Connecticut Sun. And the goal at the end of the day is to keep them in Connecticut, where they will split time between Mohegan and the new, which I just found out today. It's no longer the Xfinity or the XL Center. It's now the People's Arena.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that.
Which really threw me off, because I was like, wait, where's that? I'm like, is that Bridgeport? No, that's Total Mortgage Arena, whatever. So the new arena, they're going to be able to hold 16,000 people, which sounds great. They want, again, bigger arenas, starting to fill stands, because the WNBA is up and coming, as we've talked about and seen based on attendance all year. The goal is to keep the team in Connecticut, because Connecticut has such a rich basketball history, especially when it comes to women's basketball and the UConn Huskies.
Yes,
and, they want to find a way to keep the Sun in Connecticut with their fans. And then, which we've also talked about, one of the most important tidbits here is they're actually going to try to build a facility in Hartford, a training facility just for them.
They should.
That's a huge deal nowadays. I mean, we can talk on end about last year's team having to share their gym space with a birthday party during the playoffs. Like, super important. Again, this doesn't mean that they're staying in Connecticut still. This doesn't mean that they're not selling to Boston, that they're not going to sell to different teams trying to move it to Houston. It's essentially just another player in the game, but I actually just love that the state of Connecticut is getting themselves involved, right? This isn't like a minority ownership group. This is literally the state of Connecticut being like, no, we want to keep our team here. Let us help take it off, which I think is good news. But what do you think, Alex?
Yeah, it'd be stupid for them not to be. This is like investing in McDonald's, but less, just like slightly less. Yeah, it's just like stupid to let this go. The Mohegan, the arena is perfect, but if you want to split it with XL, that makes even more sense, honestly. Get it done. Keep the team. It makes perfect sense. We got a perfect home for women's basketball with UConn. Get it done. Boston will get their team eventually. Houston will get their team eventually. Don't take ours.
Yeah, and we see it. I mean, we've been to a handful of games this year. We watched most of the games on TV or on repeat.
Mm-hmm.
The arena is always buzzing. Maybe sometimes you're not cheering at the right things, but there's always a good energy in the arena. No one's just sitting there being like, "Oh, we stink. This is hopeless. This is pointless." People are engaged and involved, and they just love basketball here in the state of Connecticut. So and especially the women's basketball. So I would just hate to see another professional team get up out of here. Yes, the Hartford Yard Goats moved back, which was great. I think that's done a great job for minor league baseball. But we've lost the Bluefish, we've lost the Sound Tigers, we've lost the Hartford Whalers. All these professional teams that have a big fan base.
Yeah, everyone we could lose, we've lost, and
I'd love to see.
We were a joke to the Patriots, so they used us to get Foxborough, and then so
having a professional sports team in Connecticut, which is an affluent area. It's not like people don't want to go to sporting events here. I would much rather go to a professional sporting event in Connecticut than having to go to Massachusetts, New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, all the surrounding areas. So, so again, no, it's not like an official news thing. It's more of an added layer to what's already out there. We know now there's multiple offers on the table. The league's got to review every sale anyway and every offer because they're just as much a part of it. So, but again, another player in the game that hopefully, skews it to keeping the team in Connecticut, which is ultimately the end goal.
Yeah. We got 3 games to get into, I guess. You want to start talking about what happened this week?
I guess. I mean, I'm wearing black, but this isn't a funeral, I promise.
Yeah, the first game was against the Lynx, so we didn't really assume much was going to happen. But we do learn that Bria and Liv are out. I still don't really know what's wrong with Liv, but Bria.
They mentioned it was her back.
Her back, okay.
Yeah, they mentioned back.
Bria's got a meniscus.
And Bria tore her meniscus, which I think is the first time we're recording since that news. So we obviously send our best wishes to Bria and hopefully surgery, full recovery. I mean, as someone who's torn their ACL twice, like I can heavily sympathize with having to do multiple injuries over, different points. And it's just not fun every time you have to go under the knife.
Yeah. So we were starting Lindsay Allen, LeCann, Mabry, Morrow, and Tina. Love to see that for Lindsay Allen. Morrow had 2 offensive rebounds early, but can't score off either. Lindsay Allen with a nice blow by layup. LeCann hits Mabry down the floor, missed Minnesota off a missed Minnesota 3. Timeout Connecticut though, 15-8 Lynx. 4 minutes left into the first. The Lynx first bucket got taken away on a shot clock violation, so it was 13-8 after the break. Tina makes the first possession game. 1 possession game with a short shot. DJ Carrington gets a nice cheer when she checks in from the Connecticut crowd. The Lynx hit 5 threes in the first, but Marina answers with one of her own. Torre is in for LeCann with a minute left. Mabry ties the game with under a minute left. Lynx grabbed the lead just after that, 21-19 at the end of the first. Tina had 6 and 5. Mabry had 7 points. Morrow had 4 rebounds, and LeCann had 4 and 3. So a good first at least.
Yeah, I really liked Coach Mez going with Lindsay Allen as a starter. I know, again, casual basketball fans will say, why aren't you starting Sanaya Rivers? She's clearly the better player. She's been in the rotation. I actually like keeping Rivers on the bench because you keep your rotation as is, right? You take someone who wasn't in the 8-9 man rotation, you put them into the starting lineup, you see what they can do. I do feel like there was a little bit of getting back up to speed for Lindsay Allen, right, in those first couple minutes. But I, again, think it was the right decision. You're bringing in Sanaya anyways fairly quickly into the game, regardless of who she's going to come in for. And she's such a versatile player. Let's say Lindsay Allen got really hot to start the game. You can bring her in for Mabry. You can bring her in for Layla. Like, she's that versatile off the bench where, like, if you're bringing Lindsay Allen in off the bench, you're like, okay, she needs to play point guard, right?
Yeah.
So you have a little bit more flexibility. You keep everyone in their normal minute rotations, which I say normal minute rotations, but as we'll get on during the week, some things don't make sense as they, normally don't make sense. But yeah, really nice first quarter, survived the barrage of threes to, be within 1 basket. You take that.
Yeah, and Lindsay Allen's a pro, so even with a slow start, she'll figure it out. Second quarter, Mabry had Edwards open under the hoop and turned it over. The Suns' 6th turnover. Lynx only had 2. Morrow gets rejected, and she can not buy a bucket. 0 for 4, all from close. Peters is in. She shoots a 3, and it's classically short. Lynx go on a run, 34-23. Timeout Sun. 2 late bad late shot. 2 late. Bad late in the shot clock shots. That's hard. That's a tongue twister. There were 2 shots that were late in the shot clock.
There it is.
Bad shots. So they were bad. Like from far away.
Right.
Couldn't get them off. They were by LeCann. But they were offensively rebounds led scored by Mabry. LeCann hit a shot hits a shot on a 16-4 to end a 16-4 run from the Lynx. And the Sun try to go 2-for-1, getting a quick bucket from Tina, but Morrow misses a shot at the buzzer. 42-29 Lynx at the end of the half. Mabry's got 9-4. Tina's got 8-5. LeCan's got 6-1-3. Morrow's got 0-6, and Peters has 0-4.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in the game, we just couldn't stop them in the second quarter. And then we did one of our classic go on a cold streak, right? It's just like, it's inevitable. Every game, it feels like there's like a 4 to 5 minute stretch where it's either we just can't get any shots up, or the shots that we get are just so much more difficult than the opposing team. And, again, you score 10 points in the quarter. It's kind of been a problem for us this year, as we've noted.
Yeah, and a 21-10 quarter is not great. In the third, the Lynx blew the lead up 51-31 until Rivers hit a 3. Morrow's on the board with an and 1. Minnesota has 7 blocks and 10 threes, and the Sun take a timeout down 20. Mabry has a nice long pass to Rivers, who gets pickpocketed by McBride, and the Lynx leads to a Lynx layup. Rivers misses a wide open layup on the other end. Edwards gets hit in the face by Shepard, and the refs review it and upgrade it to a flagrant 1. And the entire Lynx bench looks shocked. It didn't look like it would get upgraded, and they said the reason was it was a hit to a head being unnecessary, which did happen, but it was a total accident and the fall through after some contact. But all right, we play on. Torre hit a 3 and cuts it to 14, and another later that cut it to 13. Nice find by Allen on the second one. And so Torre with 2 threes, which was nice. Contribution from her. Allen finds a wide open Edwards under the basket to cut it to 11. Good fight by the team. Carrington hits a 3 with a minute left, and Mabry gets fouled by DJ on a 3 and hits to a 3. Carrington gets wide open, cutting to the basket. Bettina responds with 20 seconds left. Lynx will miss another shot to end the quarter. 66-54 Lynx, end of third. Smith, you want to say anything before the third or before the fourth?
Keep going.
Smith hits the Lynx 12th 3 of the game. Jesus, that's a lot. Carrington is all over the game. Every bucket she's scoring or assisting. Mabry hits 3 to get it back to 14. Collier is back in for Minnesota, but Carrington is out now. 7:41 left. McBride has her 5th 3, and Minnesota leads by 17 now. 4 minutes left. Under 2 to go. Down 24. Rhea Marshall comes in. Peter gets to the line with 0.1 seconds left and makes both. 94-70 Lynx final. Lynx clinch home court advantage. Mabry had 14-4-2 on 5 of 12. 2 of 7 from 3. Tina 14-8 on 6 of 11. Morrow 6-11 on 2 of 9. Edwards 11-5-2, and Torre 8 points.
Yeah, I mean, Minnesota is just such a complete team. We talked about, it's you can game plan all you want. You can be like, all right, we got to stop Nafisa Collier today. Okay, we got to stop Courtney Williams today. And then, like, if one of them has a bad game, then it's like, okay, Caleb McBride's got 15. Carrington's got 18. Like, they're going to make a deep playoff run because they're not reliant on one person, right? Each player has a role, and they're all-stars in their role. And then, you just get no breaks. Like this game, Natasha Heidemann had 5 points. She was 2 of 6 from the field. Bridget Carlton didn't score. But, like, they're okay with that. It's like if their baskets don't fall, they're still playing hard. They're still trying to get up in your face. Like, they're the best team in the league. So this game kind of went how we thought it was going to go. This is a game where you do miss someone like Hartley, because she could get it going if she sees the ball go into the hoop. You need that physicality. And same with Liv, like a little bit of more length on the inside. Elena Smith was getting, pretty much wide open threes. We've talked about Tina's lack of defense this season. Like, they picked and popped a lot during the game, and if they didn't pop, then they drove by. And like Tina's pick and roll coverage this past week was not good, as we'll talk about more in the Chicago game.
Speaking of her, in the second game, we were we were home, and I went to this game. Met up with Randy. He was able to come just as tip off started. He said he hit every red light on the way, but it's good to hang out with Randy. He said he misses you, Joe. But we got a special guest tonight. It's one Tina Charles. There she is in all of her glory.
I'm shocked you didn't keep it boxed. I thought you were going to keep that thing sealed. And
yeah, you remember what the box looked like? It's just a white cardboard box. They don't give you a nice display box. But yeah, so I didn't rewatch this game from a TV perspective, so I just have my notes from a live perspective. But yeah, let's get into it. So it was a good game till the fourth quarter, then we just disappeared. Yeah, so Lindsey Allen, same starting five, I believe. Lindsey Allen with a board and a putback to open scoring. LeCan out and Rivers in with 2 minutes into the game, which was weird. LeCan was back, though, with 6 minutes left and gets a blow-by bucket.
I can tell you why. I remember exactly. She got poked in the same eye.
Oh,
I think her cut from the swelling, she got hit and it opened up. So they took her out real quick because I was also like, "Oh, is she going to be done for the game?" Then they just stopped the bleeding, and then that's why. She still played 7 minutes in the first quarter.
Yeah.
So I think it was literally just a maintenance check on the swollen eye that she's had for the last week. It feels like.
That's good. Mabry had a tough and one early. LeCan had a block and a steal off Griner, which leads to a Rivers bucket. Rhea Marshall was in with under 2 minutes to go in the first. Sun were up all quarter. Howard hits a three with 1 minute to go, and it's 22-19 Atlanta. Mabry hits a shot with 45 seconds left, and it's 23-21 now. End of one, Atlanta. Any thoughts on the first quarter?
Yeah, it's nice to see consistently over the last couple of games. Our first quarters have actually been good. I don't know. It's like you play with this energy and you come out and we show that we can play with these teams. Atlanta's a top 4 team in the league right now, record wise. So it's like, hey,
I think
this. We just did it against the Lynx last game. So you love seeing Coach Mez continually having these girls ready, and they have nothing to play for at this point except pride. And this is definitely a segue into the third game when I will go on a little bit of a rant. But, it's nice to see in this game, like getting off to a good start, showing the competitiveness. Again, multiple people contributing because that's who we are. We don't have one person that's going to dominate more than like a quick spurt of a game. So, good start.
In the second, Mabry hits a three, but Pow answers. Tori crossed up bad by Alicia Gray. Nisa gets a steal and a tough and one, but misses the free throw. 3-point game, but another steal by Rivers leads to a Tina bucket. Morrow has a big block on Pow. LeCan hits a three with 1:15 left to go up three. Tina hits one to go one with 58.9 left. I believe up 6 now, 48. Yeah, 48-42. Sun end of half. So yeah, we keep rolling. It's kind of similar second quarter to the first. But yeah, anything else to add?
No, 10 of 16 from the field in that second quarter. The ball was moving, 8 assists. So 8 of the 10 baskets assisted on. Like, this is the basketball Connecticut wants to play, right? Keep the ball moving. You never know who's going to get the bucket. Again, Tina dominated this quarter, which is great. Just different roles are kind of come at different times. So again, I still can't believe this game. And I'll start jumping into the third quarter here. You're just like, oh, are we going to get Atlanta again? Right? That's how I'm thinking. I wasn't watching the game live. I was sitting on the couch and score watching and then jumping into the game, then popping out. So I was very in and out of the game. The ball was moving. It wasn't the standstill, do nothing. The ball was moving, and that's kind of fell apart towards the end of this one.
Yeah, LeCan hits a shot early in the third. She had 13 early in the third. She could have had a big game, but kind of settled. Howard cuts it to a 2-point game. LeCan with back-to-back buckets. She got 17. That stopped the scoring there. That's what she ends with. Back-to-back shot clock violations with under a minute left for the Sun, though. Canada with an and one foul on Torre. Canada hits the free throw. 4.4 left. It got auto-corrected to Rivera. I don't know who that's supposed to be.
Rivers, probably.
Oh, Rivers, yeah. Okay. Thought it was somebody for the Dream first.
Naya Rivers.
Yeah, Rivers goes to the line. Goes the length of the floor and hits a layup. 67-66 Dream. End of the third. Still very close. Still great chance for a win. And then the fourth quarter happens. Let's get into it.
So I stopped watching the game at the end of the third quarter. I think I was going out. It was my mother-in-law's birthday. We were celebrating. I was like, whatever. It's close right now. I'll catch the fourth quarter when I come back. Like 30 minutes, I think, later, I went and checked the score, and I saw the final score, and I texted you, and I was like, what the hell happened?
Yeah.
So please tell everyone what the hell happened.
Yeah, well, Rivers scores to give the Sun a lead to start the fourth, but Bree Jones responds. Mabry blocked again on a 3 at the end of a shot clock and turns into 2 for Atlanta. 8:28 left. LeCan in for Torre. Howard hits a 3 to put the Dream up 6. Tina makes it a 4-point game and then a scoring drought for both teams until LeCan tips a ball and Rivers gets it and gets fouled on a layup attempt and hits both to cut it to 2. And then my next note is Howard hits another 3 to go up 9. So she just got hot. The team got hot. We couldn't score. It was a scoring drought for both teams that continued for a scoring drought for us. Mabry and Morrow come back in with 2 minutes left. It was also weird that Mabry was out for a while. We were down 11 at that point. LeCan gets the ball and couldn't get the ball in and gets a 5-second violation off of timeout. Wheels completely fell off late in the fourth. Edwards hits a wide open layup to finally get points with 40 seconds left. We only scored 10 in the fourth, 93-76 Dream final. Tina had 22 and 8 on 10 of 20. LeCan had 17, 3 and 4 on 6 of 9. Mabry had 12 points on 5 of 14, 1 of 7. Rivers 10, 2 and 2 on 4 of 2, 0 of 2 from 3, and no one else had over 6 as this game almost kills Joe. What are your final thoughts?
Yeah, like I said, it was just very frustrating watching back that fourth quarter because, I mean, it just seemed like everything started going right for Atlanta and we just couldn't get out of our own way, right? 5 turnovers in the fourth quarter. And like you said, ill-timed turnovers as well, live ball turnovers. And, I mean, they were 11 of 17 from the field in the fourth quarter. Like, the defense just disappeared. And I think, once the run started, it was one of those, all right, well, we're not fighting back in this one. Let's just get through it and finish it. And Atlanta was like, no, now we're going to step on the gas. And it just seemed like 2 different games from the first 3 quarters to the last quarter. So entirely frustrating. Again, not saying that we should have won the game, not saying that we should have won by 15 points, but like it's very frustrating when you're watching a competitive game and then all of a sudden the last 4 minutes of the game, the wheels just fall off.
Yeah. And also shout out to, I believe his name is Jake. I'm terrible with names, but I believe that was his name on YouTube. I met in the smoking section. And his, the woman he was with. I want to say her name was Emily, but I might just be making that up. I'm terrible at remembering things, especially names. So, he comments on our videos and he says, "Go Connecticut." That's what he says. He says it's easy and he's quick. And he says, "I write go Connecticut."
Doesn't matter. We love the interaction.
He says he loves Connecticut and he wants to do podcasts on things Connecticut. He misses the Whalers and stuff like that. So I said if he does it, we should have him on in a collab.
Little collab always.
But yeah, shout out to them. They're wrestling fans as well. So it was good to talk to them. They he recognized me from No Shade as she was pointing at my shirt saying Rhea Ripley at the same time. And I was like, what is happening?
It's like, wait, what's going on? We don't do this.
Yeah, of course it happened when you weren't there.
Naturally. It's right. I'd like to say in the shadows.
Spider-Man? All right, game 3. Fucking sun at sky. We were drafting during this game in our fantasy draft last minute. And we turned the game on around halftime, and whoa, we were not pleased. Yeah.
Can I start this first quarter?
Sure.
I was steaming rewatching it today. It was so every game that we've played versus Chicago so far this year, whether we've won or we've lost, every game has been decided by who's been the more physical team in the paint. And Alex, we were bullied in the paint to start this game. I'm pretty sure when I watched back, I should have wrote it down. Like they scored 28 points in the first quarter. I'm pretty sure, and I'd have to look back. Let me look real quick. So come on, load. Don't let me hang in here. In the first quarter, they did not even attempt a three-pointer. You want to know why? Because it was a field day at the rim. Everything they did was Cardozo at the rim, Reese at the rim, Banham at the rim. Like it didn't matter.
Like the woman only hits threes.
I know she didn't score, but she was getting inside, and then it was offensive rebound. Like every single play was a pick and roll, and the ball was thrown over our heads.
Didn't like that. No.
And Tina was the biggest culprit. She was getting abused.
She has been all year. She's not good on defense.
Like absolutely abused. And Tina, which I guess I'm sure you'll mention it, but like Tina was fine offensively to start the game for us, as she is.
Yeah,
but
she was great.
She was abused inside. So it was very frustrating to watch. Obviously didn't help that Morrow.
You take her defense if the rest of our offense shows up.
Right, that's the thing. When it's close and competitive, like it's one thing, but like to start the game, I mean, it was literally a layup drill for Chicago. So I was very frustrated watching the first quarter. I'll let you do.
I have like 4 notes
analysis.
I did like 4 notes per quarter. It's terrible. Sky got off to an 8-0 run or 8-0 start. Tina scores 3 minutes into the game. Sky were 7 of 8 to start. Sun 2 of 5. Morrow gets hit in the gut to go down for a while, and she goes off to the locker room. Edwards gets blocked, and then Peters commits an and one on the other end. 28-10 Sky, end of 1. I could not be hitting the fucking 5-second skip fast enough.
It was frustrating. Morrow, I don't know if I ever saw what the injury was. It looked like it was a rib.
They said chest.
Yeah, it looked like she got hit in the rib in the right spot. So hopefully that's at worst a bone bruise or something on the rib, because ribs can break easily. I mean, it didn't look like she got hit like too hard with like a swung elbow going in, but like
what's a chest injury? Like a lung?
No, like chest would be like the sternum or a rib cage, most likely.
They would say rib.
You would think eventually they would have said it, but that's where I would think like the injury was.
When they said chest, I assumed it wasn't a rib. So damn.
Yeah.
A rib, that's hard to heal. She's definitely out for the rest of the season.
If that's the case. So again, I haven't seen anything on it. I don't know if when we preview if it will be day to day, but
she came back to the bench.
Yeah, and she was smiling on the bench. So
yeah, that was my first note of the second half. Morrow comes back to the bench, gives the camera a wave and a smile.
Yeah, so hopefully she'll be okay.
Hopefully, yeah, she just got the wind knocked out of her, and she's like, "Fuck this game, I'm not coming back," which she would never do. But
and then what I've started to notice with Aaliyah Edwards, and maybe this is a second half or second quarter note, but we'll segue into it. Like she has bad hands.
Who?
Aaliyah Edwards.
I said that the first game she played for us.
Like,
rewind the tape.
A lot of balls that she catches gets like fumbled or like she gets smacked out of
stone hands. We all love her. It's all right, but she has stone hands. She has Mitchell Robinson hands.
Like, so that's one of those things. Like, in her development, like if she's gonna be around the rim or whatever, like she's fumbled a lot or not caught something clean.
Watch those Mighty Duck tricks. The fucking eggs or the bulls or whatever.
I was on one watching. I watched it today after work, and I was just like,
Joe was on one.
I was just like, this is really tough to watch. I mean, I'm not even going to mention Haley Peters anymore because you know how I feel. But
hey, she was trying.
She looked like a child out on the floor compared to the rest of the players.
So you are going to mention her.
Like, I'll do my 30 seconds. She looked like a middle schooler playing against a bunch of professionals. Just like every time she catches it, doesn't look ready. I mean, defensively, she gets rebounds because the ball falls into her hands sometimes. But like,
She's not
and
a
I know
middle schooler. She's just a pro who's past her prime.
I'm over exaggerating, but like we were already losing big, and I'm like, great. Now with Morrow out, I'm gonna have to watch 15 minutes of Haley Peters when it should either be Rhea Marshall or.
I mean, yeah, Rhea sometimes looks like a middle schooler in there, but like that's what she's kind of allowed to look like.
Yeah, she's a
Peters
rookie.
looks like it's just like the game has passed her by.
Yes.
But like, yeah, that's again what she's, I guess, allowed to look like. But it's not her fault. She's getting told to play.
No, and I mean, obviously at this point, Liv is out still. Morrow goes out, so yes, she is technically next forward on the depth chart.
Yeah, it's.
But it didn't make this game.
Not your fault, Haley. You're on the roster and told to play.
It didn't make this game any more fun to watch.
But yeah,
continue.
We're just not happy that you're the one playing. Because we know you listen, Haley. Where were we? I think beginning a second, yeah. After she came back, smiled and waved. Marina had a nice no-look pass to Edwards down low, and it's an 18-point game. LA with a nice push-off turnover and a layup. Morrow announced that she's done for the night. Marshall is currently in the game. Reese backhand slapped Edwards in the face on a rebound while grabbing her waist with the other hand.
It was odd.
One of the announcers called it incidental contact. A technical foul was given to Reese, who asked, "What did I do?" And then the announcers acting like they had to justify what happened. Obviously, it wasn't an intentional, like, I'm going to fucking hit you. But, like, she hit her. Like, it's like nobody is saying, like, oh, Angel Reese, dirty player. No, I like Angel Reese a lot, but
so do I.
Smacked her.
It's going back to the play a couple games ago when Shepard hit Aaliyah in the head. It's just a wind up to the head. They're gonna call it. They're gonna upgrade it. I think it was made a bigger deal because now she's suspended for a game if the technical holds up. I don't know if the league will rescind it or not, but like
because she has a bunch of technicals.
She has 8. That's her 8th of the year. So and then the announcers were saying, "Oh well, there's been 10 technical fouls between all of the previous 3 games this year. So the refs are trying to take control of this game." And I'm like, I don't even think they're doing that.
Yeah,
not even in the head, and it is what it is. Like,
yeah, she literally smacked her in the face while grabbing her.
Yeah. Much ado about nothing at the end of the day. But again, for Chicago, I'm mad now that Angel Reese has to sit a game because it was suspension.
Yeah, but it's
of course.
Yeah. Rest one game at the end of the season, whatever. Get ready for Unrivaled. 42-27 Sky at the end of the half. LeCan starts the half with an and one, but misses the free throw. Cardozo has blocked a few Suns player in the third. Sky in the bonus with 4 minutes left in the third, up 19. Sun are 0-9 for threes until River hits one with under a minute left in the third. Sun turned over the ball 6 times in the quarter to the Sky 0. 66-44 Sky, end of the third. In the fourth, Peters hit a corner 3. An announcer said she's shooting 14%. Rivers hits another 3, cutting it to 75-56. And then a step back 3 minutes later. 88-64 Sky final. Tina had 19 on 8 of 13. Riviera again. Rivers had 16, 5 of 13 on 4 of 7 from 3. LeCan and Allen had 8 points. Mabry scoreless on 0 of 8 on 0 of 4 from 3.
I was going to say, first things first, 14% is not good for everyone listening. And 2, Chicago did a really, really good job guarding Marina. They frustrated her the entire game. Not saying they got away with holding her the entire game, but they made the refs call holding her the entire game, right? She was trying to come off ball screens. Defenders were in her face. They were making contact. She got nothing for free. So even some of the open shots that she had, it was almost like oh my God, I'm open, and not really like I'm confident open, because of just how little space they gave her the entire game. So like credit to Tyler Marsh and Chicago. You know, we can be as critical as we want about a lot of the coaches around the league, but they had a really good game plan coming into this one. whether they saw something on tape or they just made a conscious decision to be like, hey, we're going to be very physical. We're going to come out here. Maybe they were motivated by Angel Reese's "everyone sucks around here" comments. I don't know if you saw that report.
She said that about her team.
She said openly to the Chicago Tribune, which she is now, let me preface by saying she's come out and said they've taken my words out of context. Right. And like,
but what was the context?
She literally was like, players aren't good enough here. We need great players to build around me and Camilla, and like Courtney Vandersloot is past her prime. We need a younger guard to lead us to the playoffs. Like, go find the article. It's Chicago Tribune, Angel Reese.
It's still pretty bad context.
And like, even just pretty much destroyed the whole organization. And then I guess they asked Tyler Marsh about it, and he's like, we're handling it internally, and that's where I'm going to leave it. So maybe they were motivated to come out here and be like, hey, look at what we got, or maybe it brought them closer together or something. I don't know for this game, but
they need to get her out of Chicago, trade her to the Sun, team her with Morrow, draft Floget. Let's get LSU in CT. That would be sick.
The LSU Sun, is that what you want?
I would take it. We can't get. I mean, we do have a pretty good Huskies core, but it's not like the Husky core you want.
No, but at the end of the day, like I said, they did a really good job guarding Marina, and she was, I mean, how many times has she gone scoreless this season? One or two game? No, not even. Maybe when she got hurt, she didn't score before that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
So scoreless. What a defensive game from them. 64 points, and give credit where credit's due.
Blazing up Chicago's defense. Let's get into fantasy. All right, my team I needed a big week. I had Collier, Tina, Alicia Gray, Brianna Jones, Angel Reese, Courtney Williams, Elizabeth Williams, and Morrow. And you had Mabry, LeCan, Cardoso, Howard, McBride, Atkins, Canada, and Shepard. How do you think you did? I'm
going to say you won this week.
I did.
I don't know how big of a gap, because I'm trying to remember the scoring games, but I think it's got to be a pretty good gap for what you're winning.
I won 274 to 231.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That is a gap of 43. So you're up 124 overall. The score is 3,706 to 3,582. You're up 9 weeks to 6. You've clinched that. I can only make it 9 to 7, with next week being the final. We can play some playoff games if you want. I don't know what we might have to think of that.
We'll figure out something.
Yeah. But yeah, so 274 to 231. I had Collier with 34, Tina with 25, 31, and 21, Gray with 23, Jones with 25, Reese with 39, Courtney with 27, Elizabeth with 15, Mora with 17, 14, and 3. Reese being this week's high and Morrow being this week's low with 3 when she got hurt. You had Mabry 20, 17, and 10. 10 was when she had 0 points. LeCan 13, 27, and 14. Cardoso 26. Howard 32. McBride 23. Atkins 16. Canada 18. And Shepard 15. So I need to beat you by 124 next week to a tie.
So I'm just going to pick only bench players, and you can only pick starters.
You pick first. So, all right, we'll get to that at the end. And we got a preview this week. This should be quick. We're playing the Dream twice and the Mercury once. Before we get that, where are we in the WNBA? Wins, we are tied for 11th still, same as last week. Points, we are still now we are 13th, back down 1 in the bottom. 0.1 difference from the sky now. Field goal percentage, we are still 12th. 3-point percentage, we're still 13th. Free throw percentage, we're still 5th. Rebounds, we're still 12th. Assists, we're still 13th. Turnovers, we're still tied for 6th. Steals, we are now 3rd, down 1. 0.1 difference from 2nd, though. Blocks, we're now in 9th, down 1. 0.1 difference from 8th, though. Personal fouls, we are still 13th. And fouls drawn, we are still 7th. Tina Charles is 13th with points per game, up 1. Was 16.4, up from 16.3. Marina is 24 up 2 spots with 14.1, down though from 14.7. Anissa Morrow is 14th in rebounds per game, which is up 3 spots, which is down from 6.5 to 6.4. Tina Charles is 19th, up 4 spots, still 5.9. Marina is 17th, up 3 spots in assist point game, still at 4 a game. Liv is 10th, up 1 spot. She hasn't changed at 52.6. She didn't play this week. Bria is down a spot at 27th, didn't change at 36.7%. Lacan is tied for first in steals still. Well, she was alone by herself last week, but still at 2.4, now tied with Gabby again. Sanaya Rivers is tied with 8th, which is same as last week at 1.6 still. And Liv is 7th with blocks per game, down 1 spot at 1.2, which is the same as last week. Obviously, she didn't play. And Rivers is 13th, down a spot at 0.9. Our first game this week is against the Mercury. They are currently 26th and 14th and sit in 4th place and have the same record as the Aces and are 2.5 games ahead of the Liberty. They have secured a playoff spot. And have to play Washington before coming to CT. Have to play in Washington before coming to CT. The Mercury are 7-3 in their last 10, beating the Fever, the Liberty, the Sky, and the Sparks and the Valks before dropping their last one to the Aces. The Mercury are 5th in rebounds per game with 34.7, 5th in assists per game with 20.9, 4th in steals with 7.9, and Alyssa Thomas is 3rd in the W with rebounds with 8.9, first in assists with 9.2, and 5th in field goal percentage, shooting 53.8. Mercury are 2-0 against the Sun, winning 53-75 and 82-66, and there are no current injuries for the Mercury. Joe, how do you see us potentially winning this game? What are the X's and Joes?
So when it comes to a player like Alyssa Thomas, I know I sound like a broken record in each of the previews that we've done. You can't let her score and also get her teammates involved, right? It's almost like the Jokic, Draymond Green factor. Like, you'd rather them score 30 points a game than almost put up triple-double numbers. Because if they're scoring and also getting their teammates involved, it's impossible. Like, Alyssa Thomas is going to finish top 3 in the MVP voting. I'd rather see her take 15 shots and make them all difficult 15 shots than her sniping passes to Bonner, to Sabali, to Copper for open threes.
Yeah, but that sounds impossible to stop her doing that.
No, but it's not. I know.
It's 9 a game.
On paper, yeah, it sounds like a great idea, Joe. Just stop one of the best players in the league from doing what she does every single time she's out on the floor.
9 times a game, yeah.
But you have to make her life difficult. You have to frustrate her. You have to go after her on defense as well, right? So if it's Tina guarding, or if she's guarding Tina, or if she's guarding Morrow, if she plays, or whoever's going to be in that, you have to make her play defense, right? You have to she bumps you because she's so physical. She thinks she can get away with it. You can't just let her do the things she does on offense and not make her work on defense. So that's number one. Copper, as inconsistent as she can be, a couple of her games, she'll put up 20, then she'll put up 9, then she'll put up 15, then she'll put up 9, back and forth. You can't let her get going. You have to make her life difficult. Our perimeter guards, you have to put pressure on her. And Sabali is, one of the unicorns in the league. She's very tall. She's very athletic. She has a great shot. I'm lefty myself, so I'm always a little bit biased towards, as you are. Yeah. I'm always a little bit more biased towards the lefty players in the league. So she's very fun to watch when she has it going. This is just a tough schedule to end the season on for us. We had that nice stretch where we talked about hey, why aren't we on a 7-8 game win streak? Now you're going to have to battle. It's battling against these teams who are still jockeying for playoff positions. You got to go out there and you got to try to play spoiler.
Yeah, so my expectations are to lose badly. Triple-double probably for Alyssa Thomas, 20-point game for Satu Sabali. I think we're going to limp into this to the playoff off season. We had our stretch where we looked great. Bria went down and Liv went down. It didn't feel like that would be huge, but it's depth, and now we're playing Peters and Torre minutes that are significant. And it's nobody's fault, but it doesn't win games.
You think these players at this point are just like get us to the offseason?
It's just like not. No, I think they all want to play and win. I just don't think that it's possible. Unless like Lacan goes off for 20 in a game where Marina puts up 15 and Tina puts up 20. Like that's how we win a game.
Right.
But we're playing Atlanta twice and the Mercury. So probably not going to happen. Even though we can beat Atlanta, we almost beat them last time and we've beaten them already at home. So the Atlanta home game, last game of the season, maybe everyone shows out. We'll get there. But Mercury, no. And now this is home, but you want to go to this game?
When is this game?
Saturday at 1, I think.
I won't say no yet. I think it's supposed to be shitty weather, so we'll see. That might open up.
Saturday at 1.
We'll see. I won't say no. I definitely think for the last game we try to get to on the 10th.
Yeah, it's supposed to 55% chance of rain.
We'll say. Right. I won't say no.
Yeah, don't say no. Don't be a bitch. All right, games 2 and 3 at Atlanta, and then first Atlanta. Last game of the season at home. The Dreamer in second place with a 27-14 record. They don't look like it sometimes when they play us. 5.5 games behind the Lynx and 1.5 games ahead of the Mercury. They have clinched a playoff spot, obviously, and have won 7 of the last 10, including 3 against the Sparks. I don't know who that was. Who did they play? It got autocorrected to Sin. They played another team. The Sparks, somebody in the Wings, and then they lost to the Aces. The Dream have to play the Sparks at home again before going into Atlanta for the home and home against us. The Dream are 5th in points per game, scoring 83.7, first in rebounds per game at 36.5, 4th in assists per game at 21.1, 4th in blocks per game at 4.4. And Alicia Gray and Ryan Howard have hit the 3rd and 5th most threes this year with 93 and 88. The Sun are 1 and 2 against the Dream, winning the middle game 84-76, losing 79-55 and 93-76. Alicia Gray is day to day. What are your X's and Joes for these games?
That I've been so wrong about Atlanta all season long. I think they were the one team that I can admit that I was wrong from preseason stuff to draft night to now.
Yeah, right? Weren't you like there's no shooters? It's all.
I was like they got so much size. The shooting's not there outside. I think I was like Ryan Howard's the only real shooter on that team, but she's inconsistent. Like they're a phenomenal team as well. They're gonna give. I don't know.
They literally had the last year's 3-point shooting contest winner.
Again, we were new to the league. We were, I honestly, I don't think I did the research. You blame our research department. Yeah, I mean they are a great team. They're deep as well. They've made the change, moving Brittany Griner to the bench to offset the minutes with Bree Jones, and like they're playing faster. They're getting up and down. Like they're more athletic. Jordan Canada's full strength. She's been great. She's been healthy and great since she's been back. Obviously, if Alicia Gray doesn't play, that does play in our favor a little bit. But then, Pau Pau can step right into that shooting guard role, or even any one of the other players. You can even throw Naz Hillman, who's had a really good year. Like move her down from a power forward, which again she's been playing like a pseudo power forward position, to a guard spot. Like they're just a very good team as well. Ryan Howard's been great all year. She's turned into potentially an underrated player, the former number 1 pick, just because Alicia Gray and Bree Jones might be getting a little bit more of the spotlight right now on the current run. But I think she's one of the most complete players in the league as well. While she's not putting triple doubles up like Alyssa Thomas, she can do a little bit of everything. She scores at all 3 levels. She makes tough shots. She gets her teammates involved. So I know these are supposed to be the strategy to how we come away with a win or two. I mean, we got to shoot the ball well. It's shooting the ball well, and our lack of front court depth moving forward, assuming that Morrow is done for the season or out 1 or 2 of these games, like Tina's got to have to put a lot on her back. And I don't know if, we're going to do that to end the season to Tina. Also, we forgot to mention during the Chicago game, it just came to me. Tina became the all-time leader in field goals made in the WNBA. So congratulations, Tina, with that. She passes Diana Taurasi, and I believe I can't remember now. I'm so bad when it comes to these things. It was either she did it in 43 less shot attempts or 43 less games, and I want to say it was 43 less games than Diana Taurasi did. So awesome accomplishment there. Obviously, Tina, as long as she wants to continue to play and she can find a way to get her 15 points a game, like she's gonna. I don't know how close she actually is to Diana Taurasi, but
points a game.
Huh?
16 points a game.
All right, 16. But I'm actually really curious before I move on if she actually has a chance to pass.
Oh, no, she's not close at all.
No?
No.
Is it because of all the threes from Diana? Probably, right?
Yeah, look it up. It's not close.
Let's see. We've got Diana Taurasi. Oh, my God. She's like 2,300 points behind her.
It's not close.
So, but yeah, no way. So the field goals, the games played, so that's what it was. It was games played. Tina Charles has played 470 games. Diana Taurasi played 565. And Tina Charles now has made 6 more field goals than Diana Taurasi. So incredible accomplishment. It's crazy kind of looking at the names on here. Dewana Bonner's third on this list, and she's at 7,700 points. So then there's literally the next active player is Nneka Ogwumike at 7,200. And then after that, we're looking at players like Jewel Lloyd, Brianna Stewart. Just making sure I didn't miss anybody.
Where's Stewie?
Right.
Remember?
Asia Wilson's climbing up the board. She's at 82 or 5,600 points.
What's Stewie?
Stewie is at 5,923 points.
What number on the board?
This would be 17th all time right now.
Wow. All right, let's get into fantasy.
Yeah. Speaking of numbers and stats, right?
Yeah.
Well, what's your expectation with Atlanta? You never said.
Oh, let's win the last fucking game of the season. But I don't know. Just don't have a quarter where you scored 10 points in either of these games and just play competitive ball. Honestly, let's end the season strong. We don't have to win them. Whatever. It's not like our draft pick matters. We don't even have any of our own picks anymore, do we?
No, the Liberty pick keeps looking worse and worse in the JC Aaliyah Edwards trade because I believe it's number 11 now.
Right now, our picks are the Chicago pick the pick that Chicago has of ours is still locked in at 5th in the odds. The Phoenix pick that we own is 12. And the Minnesota pick that we have is 15.
And what was the Liberty pick? 11. That's now that goes
the Washington
to
pick is 11. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 11 or 12. It's just draft better than them, but Washington drafts well. All right, Joe, who you taking?
Oh, first pick, all the pressure. 2 games versus Atlanta.
Yeah, you could take a Dream. You could take Connecticut.
Which
take Alyssa Thomas.
I'm gonna go. Oh, right, AT's still there. I'm gonna go since we're playing Atlanta twice. I'm gonna go with Ryan Howard for 2 games.
You do like Ryan Howard. I had her 5th, but I don't know what this big board is.
I do like Ryan Howard. She's the type of player that I would just love coaching. Tough, strong, does everything.
All right, I'm gonna take Tina.
Makes sense. She's our consistent scorer. You know what you're gonna get from her. It's pretty much a nice baseline.
Yep.
That means I'm going to go with Alyssa Thomas.
Okay. I did have her 2nd on my board, but I didn't know if I was going to pick her or not if you didn't. So I'm going to take Bree Jones.
Makes sense.
I had her 3rd on my board. Let's see. Ryan Howard scores 16.9. It's 2nd most of any player. 4.5, 4.6. And then Tina 16.4, 5.9. Bree Jones 13. 7.4, and Alyssa Thomas 16, 8.9, 9.2.
I'm going to go with good old Layla Lacan for
Okay.
these games.
Put her down 8. 8th, yeah. I'll take Mabry.
So you go with the two Suns. You're up there. I'm gonna go with because I would think. I think that she's gonna play one of these games, and then if I have to make a sub, it's all right. I'm gonna go with Alicia Gray.
I was gonna take her, then I went Mabry. Is that 2 for you?
Yep. So I'm done with Atlanta, and I have one of each left.
I'll go Satu.
Yeah, that makes sense. That would have been my next one. I'm gonna go with Copper, then the counter.
Yeah, I was gonna pick that next. What can I pick that you need? Anything?
I have to pick Connecticut now. That's it.
All right.
Short one this week because it's only the 3 teams.
Oh, I already picked Connecticut. Okay. Then Jordan, Canada.
Ooh, I was hoping you wouldn't do that.
I thought you just said you only needed to take Connecticut.
No, I know, but I'm saying because I'm taking Alicia Gray, I was hoping you were going to take someone else, so then I could take Canada as my.
Yeah, right. I got
so in that case, just to get put it out.
There's nobody else on my board though.
Yeah, if I'll take Brittany Griner if Alicia Gray doesn't play.
Gotcha.
So we'll at least lock that in, and then my last pick. Don't feel great about it. I feel like there's only one player really to take here, right? Because we don't know the status of Morrow. Lindsay Allen's not doing it. Aaliyah Edwards is not there yet. So I'm going to go with Sanaya Rivers.
Yeah, she gets like double-digit points a lot of games. I really wanted to pick her over Mabry, but Mabry can boom.
You got to think after a 0.
They both can bust. Yeah, they both can bust, and Mabry can boom bigger. And Mabry can get assists and rebounds.
Agreed.
Like she got 10 points for you with no points.
Right.
So, all right, I'll take it. Is that everyone?
That's everyone.
What's left? Do I need a? No, I need a.
Oh, you got the last pick. You need a
Bonner.
Bonner.
Yeah. I feel like she always does well against us. I could pick Whitcomb or Held, but I'll go Bonner. So I have Tina, Brianna Jones, Marina Mabry, Jordan Canada, Satu Sabali, Brianna Jones. You have Alyssa Thomas, Ryan Howard, Alicia Gray, Layla LeCan, Sanaya Rivers, Kalia Copper.
Sounds like a 125-point loss for me.
That'd be amazing. Tina Charles just goes off for fucking double doubles. Marina Mabry gets a triple double. Ryan Howard goes fucking out immediately in the first game, tries to come back in the second game, goes out again. Alicia Gray tries to tough it out.
Used as a decoy.
The NFL season is officially underway. This podcast is officially over. But we are kicking off. We have kicked off.
Kickoff started? Wow.
Yeah, just kicked off.
We made good time. So I guess we got to do whatever, bright start.
We got to do a record prediction first.
Yes.
Do that.
Very, very easy with mine.
Last week you said
1-2.
1-2, and I said 2-1. We went 0-3. Team running totals 10-31. My running total is 16-25. Yours is 13-28. My specific games correct is 26. Yours is 27. What do you got this week?
I think we're ending the season with a dud. I think the injuries to the front court potentially, and playing two teams with really loaded front courts doesn't match up well for us. I don't think either game is going to be pretty either. Maybe it's going to be one of those where we compete for a half or a quarter, but I just don't think we can hang with these two teams with the roster currently as is with the injuries.
Yeah, I want to say we're going to win the last game of the season, but the Dream are not locked into the two. The Aces are right there, and that's scary. So they're going to play hard and probably whoop us. So 0-3 for me as well. If anything, that'll make my overall record look a little better. So, yeah. My running total will be 16-28. And at best, we can be 13-31. And yours
would have been a good record for us.
What?
That's what we thought, 13-31.
In 20. Yours is 13-31. Yeah. All right. Let's go to Bright Stars. I picked Tina Charles. You picked Layla Lacan. Tina Charles won all 3 player of the games. So I tied you 5 points to 5 points. Who you got? I'll let you pick first. This week, who you got?
It's going to be Tina at the end of the season. I think we're not sure if she's going to retire at the end of the season. I mean, it sounds like she wants to come back and play one more. I would assume she would have like a retirement tour, but I also kind of compare her to Tim Duncan, where it's like, it wouldn't surprise me if she just went quietly into the night one day and was just like, yeah, I'm good. Thanks guys. And then we don't like really hear from her unless she's at like some like banquet dinner celebrating all her accomplishments. But I do think end of season, Tina's our best player right now, and she will continue to be for the last week.
I'm going to say maybe she gets it last game, but I'm going to say Marina Mabry goes off the 2 games before and be different from you when it comes down to this.
I hope so. Having 0 from her, that's tough. So hopefully she bounces back.
Yeah. We got another Bright Star. Last week didn't go. Last fucking 4 weeks haven't gone great for me. JC Sheldon got traded. No pick was made. Aaliyah Edwards, who didn't do well, and then Bria Hartley, who got hurt. So I got 0 points. Bria Hartley didn't play. You picked Anissa Morrow. She went 6-11, 6-5, and 2-1 with an injury.
Not good enough. I mean, the injury also hurts in that 3rd game, but
the first game was good, but
I was hoping she was going to give a little bit more offensively. But again, she's just been too inconsistent this year on the offensive end.
All right, you're still up 1 point going into the last week of the season. And I believe that will do it with the game.
Well, who are you picking this week?
Oh, duh.
Another brightest. You can pick first since I picked the other one first.
I will pick. I hope to tie you. I will pick Sanaya Rivers.
It's a solid pick.
She needs to get close to, if not all double-digit scoring, I will say, because she's been playing well already.
I'm going to go with Aaliyah Edwards. If Mora goes down, I mean, she theoretically should slide into that starter spot. Let's see what she does with, the extra minutes playing with the ones.
There you go. I like it. I hope to see it too. All right. Anything else you want to say? Hope the team stays in Connecticut.
Yeah. No, thanks. I know this was a shorter episode, but towards the end of the season, the content machine.
I mean, we made it over an hour. It didn't even.
I know. We're normally up, but there hasn't been too much other news to talk about. And again, we had the short previews because 2 games versus Atlanta. But thanks everyone for listening.
I can't believe we made it almost an entire season.
Yeah,
25 episodes, I believe this is.
Yeah, it's been consistent. It's been good. We appreciate everyone who's come along for the season with us. We'll give the final goodbyes, but make sure like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff.
This is episode 25.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're going to do episode we're still going to hopefully, I mean, I know you get a lot busier in the off season, but there's still going to be a once a week podcast, whether it's me solo, me with a guest, me and Joe. It's going to be either like a random topic, like a random, just this, not going to be one, but like a redraft the 2016 draft. It'll be better than that, but not that.
We'll put stuff together again,
or whether it's like going back through this season and picking apart like what each player did and what we want to see. Like that'll be an earlier episode.
And that kind of stuff.
We're gonna have content for every week. We'll map out the entire week, the entire off season probably.
Yeah.
With episode ideas, I have a couple games we can play, a couple like funner episodes that aren't this year's team related.
Yeah.
We'll keep
as long as we're in Connecticut right now, that's the plan, right?
Yeah, and then we got to make a decision what we want to do, if we want to stand a new team, because I'm committed to. I really want to be committed to this core. Like now that we have a good core,
right?
If the CBA, if this team can fucking, because we're here next year.
Right.
In the CBA, if we get stars on this team, I don't want to fucking have to pick a new team.
No, I know. I'm right there with you.
Oh my God. Dallas is going to score.
Really start the game with a score?
This game is going to be Dallas blowout. Watch. Oh my God. Anyway, this isn't a football podcast.
No.
But shout out to Jake, if that is your name. I'm terrible with names and memory. But you're a great guy. We can have you on in the off season. Yeah, maybe we'll get into Unrivaled, but I just don't think I can. There's too much on in the off season.
Feels like a lot going on.
And 3-on-3 basketball is just not for. It's
no.
It's like I want to like softball, but it's just so much worse than baseball. Like just like the game of it. Like it has nothing to do with who's playing it or what the college is. It's the game of like the way the game is played. 3-on-3 basketball is just worse to me. It's just like you need 2 more players. It's like soccer to me. You need less players in soccer.
It's a different game.
Yeah, do Unrivaled, but do 4-on-4. Do 4-on-4 full court.
Give Thea a call. Maybe she'll take up some ideas you have.
She's been ignoring me. I'll talk to Stewie. She usually takes my call. But yeah, I don't know. I like the social media aspect of Unrivaled. That's how I keep up with it.
No, that's what I do too.
But yeah, let's stay in Connecticut. First things first. I think we can help. We can help that out. Let's start picketing and talking to the owners
outside the arena.
Yeah, let's go into the tribe and talk to them, and then write letters to Jen. Tell her we want to get involved.
We hope so. We got to keep them somehow. We got to do our part.
All right. Besides that, I think 126-point fantasy week is coming for me. Plus over you, 126 more than you. If I just get 126 points, I'm fucked. All right.
All right. Thanks, everybody.